Troubleshooting around the clock from everywhere at any time. I would like to send you a warm welcome here from Austria, exactly from Wels. My name is Sandic David, and I will teach you today something about our Solar.SOS app. Please feel free to ask at any time of the webinar questions, because my colleague Christoph Schillinger and me are here for you today, and Christoph will support me from the chat. Yeah, what would I like to tell you today? First of all, I would like to tell you something about all of our Fronius applications, of our apps. After that, we will switch to the today's topic, to the functions of the Fronius SOS app. And after this part, I will continue with the advantages of Fronius SOS. And because in the theoretical part, it's always easy, I will switch then to a live demonstration and will show you on my tablet all the functions on demand in the application. And of course, before we end today's webinar, I will give you a short outlook in the future, what is going to happen with the application. Yeah, let's start with our first part. Here you can see all of our three main applications that we have here at Fronius. First of all is our Solar Start app. That's the commissioning app. So with this application, you can commission and set all of our devices. In the next step, maybe someone of you wants to monitor or to visualize all of our devices and what are they doing and how they are working in your system. And the last part is our Solar.SOS application. This is then for the service and the troubleshooting. Let's start with our Solar.SOS tool. What is the Fronius SOS? It's a self-service tool where technicians or customers can handle the device if there is a problem with the device or the problem with your system. The big advantage of it is that you don't have long waiting times, so you don't have to call our support and then wait there until somebody responds to you. You have access to all informations like the warranty informations, or if you have some simple questions to our devices, you can also get there every information you need. If you are in the application, you can then create cases, and of course, to get an optimum overview of all your cases, you can easily there make a history where you can see all your, for example, all your closed cases, and of course, the current and the actual cases you can see there too. And if all these points are not working and the problem is still there, the exchange process of the device can also be done there. So what is the tool now for? You can get all the information of your device there, like there is, like I already mentioned, warranty. You can get all the data sheets there, and of course this tool, this application should help you in your work day, and yeah, to get as easy as possible in when you have a problem, let's call it like that. Then there you can also get the optimum instruction, the step-by-step instruction for your troubleshooting at our devices. And yeah, as I already mentioned, of course, the exchange process can be there in the most easy way, let's call it, also held there. Yeah, and what do you need now? You need a mobile phone or a tablet, or on the other side, you need your laptop. There you can use our browser version of the application, and the only information you need is the serial number. And where can you find the serial number? You can find it directly on your device, or if you are already registered in the Solar Web, you can find the serial number there too. Yeah, so there are the two types, the two versions of the Solar.SOS. This is at one hand side the desktop version, or the application, the Solar.SOS app. The desktop version, you can normally go to your browser and type in the Fronius Solar.SOS, and there you can directly get to the homepage, where you can then use the Solar.SOS with your computer or your laptop. And on the other side, the application, of course, like any other application, you can get it with the Google Play Store, or for Apple users in the App Store. Maybe a very important information is that the application is free of charge, so you don't have to pay anything to use this application. Yeah. Now I would like to tell you all the advantages that you have when you are in the field out and in front of our devices, or even when you are at home and a customer calls you that there is a problem with the device. There is no documents in written form needed. So Solar.SOS is 100% digital. You don't need to get any papers from us that you have to sign and send us back. This is totally held in a digital process. If you're already registered with in the Solar Web, the system will recognize you, and all your informations will be prepared in the background. And I think a very, very, very important information too is that it is 24/7 available. So it doesn't matter where you are on the world, you can use Solar.SOS from anywhere and anytime, as I already said. Yeah, if you are now, if you have a lot of devices in the field, normally you will maybe have a lot of accounts. In our application, you can easily switch between the accounts in the application. So this gives you the perfect overview of all your accounts, and then in addition, of course, of all your cases that you created. It is at any time available, as I already mentioned. And here is a small example of how this account switcher could work. One employee works for, let's say, 3 companies. So customer A is served by company X, and this can be one account. So all the cases of this customer will be in this account. And on the other side, customer B is served by another company, and this could be also one separate account where you can then easily manage all your cases. Yeah, easy troubleshooting. I think this should be a very, very important and big point for everybody working out in the field. And this is, of course, optimizing the usability and the handling of your devices. In the application, you will get a step-by-step instruction for an optimum service success. And on the other side, if you don't have the perfect solution for the problem, you can also completely and easily get all the manuals and the data sheets of all our devices. So this is not only for the inverters, this is also for the on-pilot, the watt-pilot, and of course of all of our applications too. Yeah, and now, of course, outside in the field, you don't want to always have to check your phone. So we have the push messages. So if anything happened in your case, or there is an update available for your devices, you will get automatically a message, and then you know that there is something to do. And of course, if there are service or error falls, at the devices, you will also get messages that you don't have to look always on your phone. Yeah, and in the worst case, I will call it, if there is an exchange process ongoing, you want to know where the part or the device is. So this is also a very good feature of the application, that all the shipment informations are in the application too. You have a very easy overview of the parts or the devices. So for what is this good? Of course, you can then perfect, or let's call it, you can better manage your time, and you can inform your customer when you will be back at the device. And yeah, as I already mentioned, all of our Fronius manuals and videos can be used there. So you have the information overview. You have all our manuals in HTML5 format or in a PDF, and there you can find all of our installation manuals, operation manuals, and service manuals, and of course all of our how-to clips, and all YouTube videos can be found there too. Yeah, and if you now have a lot of cases, you don't want to search for a case you had, let's say, a half a year ago. This is where you can easily filter all your cases, and let's say you want to know or you want to watch on all your cases you had in April. This can you easily do with our filter function, and there you can set the period you want to search for cases in, and completely easily you can find then your cases. Also, a filter function is that you can filter in closed and open cases. So if you're now working in the field outside and you don't want to see your closed, so the cases from which you already solved, you can only show the open cases in the application, and there you can then optimal work for the current cases. And I think for everybody working outside, it's very important to always have the overview of the current cases. Yeah, and if a customer is now asking you for any type of data sheet or informations, you can easily, for example, the customer want to know how long the warranty for their device is going. You can completely easily find in the application. You only need, again, the serial number, and the application will show you how long the warranty is going. Yeah, this was the theoretical part of today's webinar, and now I will show you all the functions on demand in the application.
Okay, now I will start with the live demonstration part of the Solar.SOS app, and here are the main tasks and the slides in the app. You can see it on the bottom of the screen. There you have the slides troubleshoot, cases, device data, manuals, and profile. We will start with the first one, the troubleshoot slide. Here you have to enter the serial number of your device. Then the application will automatically tell you which device it is. And the last step here is that you enter the fault code, so the state code of your device, and then you will come to the step-by-step troubleshoot process. And here you can see, so this is the state code 107, so no AC grid detected. And the application tells you now here the cause and the possible solutions. Then you go through the steps, and when you are in the last step, Then you can click here on Solve and choose one of these options. So you can of course restart the troubleshooting process. So you will jump to step 1 again and can try this whole process again. If this doesn't work, you can contact the technical support and try to solve the problem with them. Of course, if the problem is solved, you can click here on problem solved and the case will be closed. And let's say in the worst case, if an exchange or a repair it has to be made, then you can start this process also here in the application. Yeah, let's jump to the next slide. So here we can see the cases slide. You can here choose between my cases and the company cases. In our test account here we have no cases in, but we can choose the slide of the company, and there you can see then all cases which has been created with this account. Here in the first column you can see that the status is open when the case was created. Then of course the case title is also shown here. Then again the product, the serial number, and a very important information is also the warranty of the device. Then the case owner is shown here also, and on the bottom then you can choose between some more options. Yeah, then let's jump to the device data. So here if you write in again the serial number, so as you can all see, the most important information is always the serial number of your device. With this number you can get all the informations about the cases, the device, or if you need some manuals. This is the main character, let's call it. Yeah, so we type in the serial number, and then again here you have all the informations about your device, and you can directly here start the troubleshoot process with the steps also. Then we have the slide of the manuals. Here you can choose between all the languages that we have, and of course if you type in the serial number again, the application will show you all the instructions and manuals which are meant for your device. So as you can see, there are a lot of webinars. The service manual, the installation manual, and the instruction is always also shown here. And of course you can get here the operating instruction manuals also. Yeah, then let's jump to the last slide in the Solar.SOS app. This is the profile slide. Here you can start the exchange or the repair process. Maybe let's say the most important point on this side is the inverter codes. So here you can see all your codes for the devices that are free for your account or for your user. These codes can be or you can become them if you contact the technical support, and then they will open the codes for your account. Also you can see here the version of the application which is installed, and the question column is also here. And maybe the last important point here is the overview of the service costs. So if you have to change or repair a device, you can here see the costs that will come up for your exchange process. Yeah, so this was the practical part, let's call it, of the Solar.SOS app, and now I will continue with my presentation and give you a small overview of the upcoming updates of the Solar.SOS app.
For this year on the timeline, there is the extension of our offline functions. So there will be several functions that you can use the application offline. So if you're anywhere where you don't have internet connection, there will be an extension that the app will be usable even better offline. There will be also the function of the dynamic DOCs, and of course we from Fronius try always to fix our bugs that we get where we get the feedback from you. And of course, the usability improvement is also a very important point, which we are always trying to improve the usability so that the handling with the application for you is as easy as possible. And then for next year, there will be also a newsletter in the application where you will be updated with the newest news of the application and of course of the devices. And the last point for next year, which hopefully will be implemented in the application, is that you will or that you can use or that you can manage multiple components in one case. The reason for that is, of course, if you're out in the field and have a lot of cases, maybe you have 6 inverters by one customer, you will then can put all these inverters in one case and don't have to make 6 cases. Yeah, that was a short outlook in the future, and I hope all this information will help you in the future to use our Solar.SOS app. And of course, you know that we are also very present on YouTube, or we have a lot of online trainings. Feel free to search and to watch all of our videos. I think it's very helpful for the people outside. And now I would like to ask my colleague Krisi if there are any open questions.
All right, thank you very much for the intro. So far we got no further questions, but we quickly open it here in front of us so that we can see if anything pops up. So no questions so far, but I quickly wanted to just emphasize what you just mentioned the last minutes. It's a very important tool, in my opinion. It's becoming more and more important, and it's having 2 very positive effects. The first one is it helps out our tech support. As you can imagine, we put out a lot of products and a lot of calls are coming in. And with the use of this tool, we limit the amount of work happening for our tech support guys, and they can do it even faster. So it's, again, better for you out in the field having issues probably. And the second positive effect is for you, you get answers faster than you would have via an email or also sometimes via a call. And yeah, it's 24/7 available. So yeah, thank you again, David, for the presentation today. We would just leave the chat open for now, close microphone and camera, and you can still put in your questions and we try to get back to you in writing. And for the final or closing words, I hand back to David.
Yeah, thanks, Christoph. Yeah, nice words for the end from Krisi. And yeah, I would like to thank all of you for being part of today's webinar. And maybe we will see someone of you in our present trainings here in Austria. Yeah, please use the Solar.SOS app. It will help us, and of course, it will help you. Have a nice evening and see you. All the best.